Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Stafford now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now they'll shift things around. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette from 17 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. but they couldn't get the hook up there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He'll buy some time right. Able to find Higgins. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's going to to him back at the 40. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Mixon again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now it's Stafford. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. Now this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really